First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to the Akim pushing his truth and sincerity by Shem Ruach Kwadash. This video is going to be entitled, Our People Shall Die Without Knowledge. And basically, this video is inspired by a conversation that I had with an Israelite. Now, this person doesn't know they're an Israelite, okay? And that's the basis of it all, okay? Our people, they have no knowledge, okay? They have no knowledge of self. They have no basic knowledge of life, okay? They've been spoon-fed, okay, Esau's madness, okay? Esau's so-called education, you know? And for what? Okay, for them to, you know, basically at the end of the day die without ever knowing anything, okay? And it's a sad thing how we have a conversation with our people, and our people don't know left from right. You know, you have a conversation with Jake, and you can damn near cut them left and right with the knowledge of the scriptures, you know. And now we know we have to be wise as serpents and gentle as doves, but damn, I mean, it's to the point where, you know, you really can't have a conversation with Jake nowadays, okay? Because you know, Jake thinks that women are above men, you know what I mean, and that men is dumb, you know what I'm saying? You know, Jake thinks that America's the most greatest kingdom on the earth, you know. Jake thinks that overtime is going to, you know, save them, you know, that they can will, you know, their future, their destiny, you know, our people, and all many different sorts of things, you know, different religions and practices and beliefs and opinions and are of the idea of everything that is contrary to the scriptures. You know, that's one of the, you know, and that's one of the reasons why we always give praises to Yahweh Bashem Yashai, that the Lord have, you know, called us out of darkness, okay, and it brought us into the light, because, you know, at one time we were like that, you know. I want to start here. This is the book of Proverbs 10 and 21. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for want of wisdom. You see? And, you know, the righteous, you know, which we aspire to be, you know, we feed many, you know, we teach, okay, on the highways and hedges, you know, amongst many witnesses, you know, we do sit downs, and we feed many, man, you know, through the Spirit.
Strong's H 7462, Ra'ah, Ra'ah.
What does it say? A ruler, teacher, figuratively. Okay. Yeah, we are like a shepherd, right? You know, to associate with, be a friend, right? You know, we're you know, we entreat, you know, this word. We you know, we teach this word. You know, we you know, what does it say? To be a special friend, right? We're your special friend, you know. And you know, and I'm making a joke of it, but you know, we carry this knowledge in this world, and we like to speak about things, man. We like to conversate and have topics of you know, we like to speak about things of importance, but you know, in a friendly way, you know, we conversate, you know, and through the Spirit we come with a message, and we feed people, man. But fools die for want of wisdom, and that's the thing. Our people are fools, man. Okay, and they're gonna die, okay, without wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know. You know, they're gonna perish, not ever, you know, finding that which they seek for. And what is that? The, you know, wisdom. You know, the reason to why they're alive, the reason to why things are. You know how it is when you speak to Jake. You talk to Jake and they just go off on a tangent, and you're just like, man, where'd you get that from? Like, it's to the point where you almost forget all these little opinions. We've been in the truth, going, pushing, year after year, to the point where Jake is just gone. You see, the lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for want of wisdom. And that's of a truth. That's of a truth. Our people die for the want of wisdom, never obtaining it, never really finding it. This is Proverbs 15:2. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. Okay? The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright. So, when we start to speak about things, we use the knowledge of the scriptures aright. But the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. But when you talk to Jake, what do they say? They say a bunch of foolishness, They say things that is not true. They're lies, they're opinions, they're things that they've been taught at church or in school, and it's all folly, and it's to the point where our people get upset with you. And you're just speaking the truth about basic things. I was talking to Jake, man, and Jake basically said that women, they give life, but and really, how about Shimei Al-Shai gives life, man, and I went into it, like how, basically how men are important, a role in the family, in society. And this dude kept bringing up the woman. He's like, yeah, but what I'm saying, but what about the woman? You know what I'm saying? She's the one that carries the babies, and without her, this, that, and the third. I was like, man, just don't forget you're a man. You see, their mouth poureth out foolishness, man. And by no ways am I belittling the woman. The woman is very essential, okay, in the Israelite world, and in the family, in the grand scheme of things. But speaking from a man's perspective, why is this dude speaking from a woman's perspective? And that's basically because our men have been brought down to a base level, to where men think that women are supposed to be lauded and praised, and but what about the man? What about the male leadership? What about men being valiant for the truth and pushing knowledge aright? What about that? Jake don't know nothing about that. This is Jeremiah 4, and that's just a little bit of what the conversation we talked about. This is Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish; they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge, and that's of a truth. Israelites, they're foolish, and they don't know Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai. A topic came up about the scriptures and about beliefs, because, basically, I see this Jake, all the time. And every time I see him, I rap with him. So, we rap for a cool minute, but while I was talking to him, the scripts came up and the creation of the world and different things. And man, they don't know Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai. It says they are sottish children, which we know sottish means stupid. They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. And that's the thing. Ask Jake about, how to cook pork. Ask Jake about, doing drugs and alcohol and committing all manners of wickedness. That they know, that they're well versed. It's just, but to do good, they have no knowledge. But to begin to understand the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai, they don't have no knowledge. They wouldn't even know where to begin how to worship the true power. Okay. The of the Israelites. Okay. The one that created heaven and earth. You see, to them, they got free will. To them, they can pick a religion. To them, the Most High and Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai is something weak or for church people. Our people are just, they're just through. right? This is 1 Corinthians. Let's see. Salakia. 1 Corinthians 15 and 34. Yeah, you got to be careful what you speak to Jake about, man. You know, because ultimately, you know, you kind of, you know, and I say this with all humility, you kind of dumb down your conversation. You can't speak about in-depth knowledge and about things that you know learned in the truth and stuff like that. You know, you got to find a way to just basically speak in the parameter of what they understand, because you go too high and then people get offended. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 34. It says, awake to righteousness and sin not. For some have not the knowledge of the Most High. I speak this to your shame, right? And it's a shame. It's a shame that our people are asleep, okay? They're indifferent when it comes to salvation, you know, and they're living in sin, you know, and they do not have the knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you know, and we say these things, you know, out in the open to edify our people, to wake them up, you know, to spark some type of, you know, something in their brain to question, to ask for more. But you'll be surprised. Our people like living in sin. Our people like living in darkness and not understanding basic things. You know, they'll hold on to the lies rather than to be able to pick up, you know, new information. You see, awake to righteousness. Let's look up this word awake.
Strong's G 1594, eknapho. Eknapho.
Wow, what does it say down here? Figuratively, to rouse oneself out of stupor. You see, right? You know, and that's basically, you know, what the men of the Lord try to do. They try to arise you out of a stupor, man. You know, they try to wake you up out of sleep. Let's see. One second. Right. What is stupor? It's unconsciousness. You see? Return to oneself from drunkenness. Become sober. Right. Our people are drunk off philosophies. You know. Become sober. Metaphor to return to soberness of mind. Right. Bring them back to the right mind. To rouse oneself out of stupor, out of unconsciousness. Our people are asleep. You know. And it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that our people don't understand basic things. You know, they're wise to do evil. They're wise to the ways of this world and to the knowledge of this life. But to actually step out, okay, and learn new things. What does Scripture say? Fools hate knowledge. Let's get that. Yeah, our people hate knowledge, man. You know. They hate when you teach them things that is actual facts and truth, you know. This is Proverbs 1 and 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? Right? Our people are simple, man. You know, if it requires deep thinking and changing their opinion, they're good. You know, they're happy to know what they know, even if it's it being obliterated by your facts. That's cool. I'm cool on that. You know, that, hey, well, what does the Scripture say? How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Let's look up this word scorning. See what it says.
Strong's H 3944. Latson. Latson.
Scorning, bragging. Let's get it in the NLT. How long, ye simpletons, will ye insist on being simple-minded? How long will you mockers relish your mocking? How long will you fools hate knowledge? Right? You know, then the people start to laugh at you. They start to look at you sideways, you know. Now you're weird all of a sudden. Why? Because you're presenting people, okay, with knowledge out of the Scriptures, basically. And that's the thing. Sometimes you just not even telling them, oh, well, that's in the book of Proverbs, but you just speak the proverb. And people look at you like, well, where'd you get that at? You know what I'm saying? And because we speak about the truth. These words are in our mouth. But people, they hate knowledge. They hate this truth. All right. So let me continue. Where was I at? Let's see. Let's go back to Proverbs. This is Whoops. Let's see. Salakia. This is Proverbs 2, and let's just go to 5. Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of the Most High. You know what? Let's just go to the top. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom and apply thy heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver and searchest for her as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of the Most High. You see, you got to search. You got to search for the truth, but it seems that our people, that this is why we say that the Lord is not dealing with everybody, because our people, they don't search for wisdom. They don't apply their heart to understanding. They don't seek for her, okay, as silver and as for hid treasures. They don't cry after knowledge, right? Because they would come to find out that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. That's when you start to understand your purpose. What is the whole duty of man? To fear the Most High and keep the commandments. And this book, okay, will make you prosperous. It tells you that in the I want to say in the book of Joshua, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. It says, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of the Most High. For the Lord giveth the wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. You see, it's out of the Lord's mouth that cometh knowledge and understanding. You see, did not the Lord make, what does that say? Let me read this 7th verse. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. You see, so the Lord layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. And in the wisdom, it's sound, okay? But our people are in a stupor, they're asleep. They're drunken with the philosophies of this world. Okay, but to the righteous, when they hear the sound wisdom, then then they know, they understand, and they know it to be true. It says he is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. You see, so the Lord with this truth, this truth fights for you. This truth can, really get you out of scenarios, man. You see? What does Scripture say? The wisdom of the world is foolishness. Where is that at? It's in 1 Corinthians. What people hold on to this, in this world is actually foolishness, man. The Lord hath made the wisdom of this world foolishness. That's what the scriptures tell you. Let's just get this. This is 1 Corinthians 1:20. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Hath not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world? Right. And if people look after what? They go after the wise, the so-called scribe, the disputer of this world, the philosophers of this world. Have not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world? That's right. You can't tell people that the Most High was a so-called black man. Not even so-called black people wanna accept that. You see, but this word has made all that wisdom has made foolishness. And not just that, on every single level. On every level, on home affairs, work, health, okay, and wisdom and knowledge and the way things are, okay, what people perceive. The scriptures say that we're breaking down strongholds. Those strongholds are what have taken over the people's minds, their thoughts and their beliefs, and everything that is contrary to the Most High. This word shatters it. Our people are, they're greatly mistaken. Okay, so let's see. Let's get this 2 Corinthians 4 and 6. For the Most High who commanded the light to shine out of darkness has shined in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of the Most High in the face of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Right? So the light has shined, okay, to us who that were in dark, and has shined in our hearts, man, to give the light of the knowledge of the Most High in the face of Yahweh Bashim Shai. We're ambassadors, you see. We're representatives of Yahweh Shai, okay? And this knowledge, it was given to us through Yahweh, okay, by way of his son Yahweh Shai. It says, but we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of the Most High and not of us. So it's not of us. It's not of us. There's nothing for us to glory. We receive this, and that's why we praise Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, because he hath gave us this light, you see, and he has opened up our minds to understand, okay, spiritual things, knowledge, the ways of the Most High, to understand the Bible. There's it has been said that a thorough knowledge of the Bible is better than a college education, and that's of a truth. But what, our people are they're going to perish, man, you see, because they know not the Most High. This is Job chapter 36, and I'm gonna just get to the point. It says right, 36 and 12, it says, but and this is a good chapter to read. Let's get this, Job 36 and 5. Behold, the Most High is mighty and despiseth not any. He is mighty in strength and wisdom. He preserveth not the life of the wicked, but giveth right to the poor. Okay? He withdraweth not his eyes from the righteous, but with kings are they on the throne. Yea, he doth establish them forever, and they are exalted. And if they be bound in fetters and be holden in cords of affliction, then he sheweth them their work and the transgressions that they have exceeded. Right? So, the righteous, the Lord's eyes are upon the righteous, man. Okay? To establish them and to exalt them. You see? But if they be bound in fetters, right? If they sin, and if they're holding in cords of affliction, if they're going through hell, you see, the Most High showeth those men where they go off, okay, where the transgressions have exceeded, you see, and that's the gift that not too many people have. Many people don't have the insight, okay, and don't have the favor. I'm gonna say that first. The Most High is not dealing with them. And the Lord doesn't make known unto them where they exceed in transgressions, where they're going too left, and where the Lord needs to bring them back and show them knowledge. Okay, because that's what, when you come into the truth, man, the Lord deals with you. And when you go off, the Lord will show you knowledge. He'll show you a video. A brother will come and talk to you. This is all spiritual, but our people live in an unspiritual world where people tell them knowledge. They tell them things. They're sparking something in their mind, and they cannot see it. And they're going to die not seeing it. Job 36 and 10. He openeth also their ear to discipline, and commandeth that they return from iniquity. Con, if they obey and serve him, they shall spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasures. You see? The Lord rewards the righteous, man. Okay? You'll spend your days in prosperity and your years in pleasures. Okay? In righteousness. But if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword, and they shall die without knowledge. And see, and that's the point. Our people, they obey not the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai. Therefore, they perish by the sword, and they die without knowledge. Our people are going to die. Some to the sword, some to famine, some to beasts, you know, so some to other ways. You know, the scriptures say the issues of death belonging to Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai. You see? You know, our people are supposed to be a righteous people of knowledge, you know. This is Job 4:20. They are destroyed from morning to evening. They perish forever without any regarding it. Doth not their excellency which is in them go away? They die even without wisdom. And that's of a truth. You know, you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, you are a people dear unto the Most High, okay? You're a people dear unto God, but our people are destroyed from morning to evening. Judgments go out. They perish forever without any regarding it, right? People die, and it's like, our people live our lives in vain. Their lives in vain. Doth not their excellency which is in them go away? They die even without wisdom, right? What was supposed to be for their benefit, you know, they never get to understand it, and then the Lord chose it that way. You know. Let's get this. This is a Sirach 22, and I'm gonna start here at 11. It says, "Weep for the dead, for he hath lost the light." Okay, and that's of a truth. You know, when the dead, when they die, what happens? You know, they give up the ghost. You know, and if they're righteous, their works do follow them. It says, "And weep for the fool, for he wanteth understanding." You see? "Make little weeping for the dead, for he is at rest, but the life of the fool is worse than death." You see? So the life of a fool is worse than death, because in his life, he never finds the understanding that he wants. You know, our people live in sin, and then they want to tell you about things. And the scriptures say the knowledge of sin is not prudence, roughly paraphrasing. You know, a sinful life and the wisdom you learn from that is nothing compared to righteous wisdom. You know, that carnality that, you know, that Jake tried to throw at you, there's nothing like compared to this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. 7 days do men mourn for him that is dead, but for a fool and an ungodly man, all the days of his life. You see, and that's how it is, man. You mourn for foolish and ungodly men all the days of their life, because, you know, a wise man knows that those men are going to perish. You know, they're going to perish without wisdom, without knowledge, without understanding, without ever really, you know, really being awoken to the truth. You see? So I just wanted to bring this out, Lord, when this was edifying. You know, we're in a very privileged position, you know, to have been given this knowledge, wisdom, this understanding that is from on high. Okay, so Lord willing, this was edifying. Again, I want to say, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Shalom.